Hi, my name is Steve Andries. I'm a physical medicine and rehabilitation physician and an avid cyclist. I'd like to talk a little bit about bike fit and bike-related injuries. Just a brief note on safety. Wearing a helmet is critical, and visibility is something that people don't always think about, but is critical. Fluorescent colors and reflective straps and reflective clothing, if you're going to be riding in any dark conditions or dusk, especially a tail light that blinks. Headlight is a nice addition as well, so you can see where you're going, but it also adds to your visible, how cars see you, how visible you are to cars. To go on and talk a little bit about bike fit, neck and back pain is often related to fit issues and has a lot to do with the height of the handlebar and your reach to the handlebar. Road surface, or the surface you're riding on, has an impact on what your spine is feeling. So if you're on a hard surface with a lot of bumps, a bike that is made out of strictly aluminum is going to be a harsher ride and be a little harder on your spine than, say, a steel bike, which actually surprisingly is more compliant, or a carbon fiber bike. One of the more common injuries or pain problems people have with riding is numbness, and usually it's in these two fingers, which is the ulnar nerve being compressed right here with pressure on your hands. That can also be modified generally by saddle fore aft. With the further aft you go, the more pressure you're going to put on your seat, less on your hands, as well as handlebar height and reach. The higher your handlebars, the less pressure on your hands. But wearing padded gloves also reduces the pressure on your ulnar nerve at your hand. Saddle-related issues can be anything from saddle sores, which usually the real avid cyclists, people spending a lot of time on their bike, those would be the more likely type to develop that. Padded cycling shorts that get washed each time you use them, chamois butter, those are things that can reduce that, and having a very comfortable saddle, which isn't always so easy for people. Just a few quick references to things that people will commonly experience. Knee pain. Oftentimes the outside of the knee will hurt when people's saddle is too high. It's an iliotibial band syndrome where you're stretching this tight band that goes down the side of your leg. There's flexibility issues oftentimes, and maybe even strength imbalances, which might be contributing, but the bike fit portion might be that the saddle is too high. Similarly, if you're having front of the knee pain underneath the kneecap, that may be a function of the saddle being too low. So those are two little guidelines, basic truths that we see. I strongly recommend buying a bicycle from a bike shop. The local bike shops, they know the area and they have expertise in equipment and fit. And spend the time to get fit properly. It's going to lead to much less likelihood of injury and a much more enjoyable time on the bike.